welcome back to another episode of Find the Fantastic. I'm your girl, Colleen D. Tiberius Shoemaker. I'm the one doing this thing, trying to find something fantastic in between the hustle of surviving life and achieving it. What does that mean? That means we're all just doing this thing called life, and we're trying to figure out what the right way of going about doing it is, when reality is there's 21 million ways about going about living life, okay? The problem is people are trying to do this fake BS thing where they think they're supposed to be on one path, but in reality they're supposed to be on another, okay? For real. So we do this thing where we get together and we bring up honest, authentic topics and talk about stuff. Mainly because I'm not scared to talk about it. I'll talk about almost anything. But we do it in a loving way, for real, because you gotta love. I'm all about the love. Share the love, right? But for real, question, would you sell your soul for social media followers? Like in a world where social media is so huge, would you sell your soul for it? And I know you're sitting there going, Colleen, come on, really? But no, I'm serious. I think there's people out there who would do it. And you know what? And I don't know if I could blame them for it. Okay, so a podcast and a show, all my stuff's based on social media online. So it's like huge for me to have followers and shares and likes, right? So one could argue, all right, well, you're trying to make a life out of it, trying to do this thing, so you want more, so maybe sell your soul because then you'll be rich and famous and powerful and have a lot of money and you'll have a great life. I don't think that's how it works. I think if our end game is to make a lot of money, we are lying to ourselves. Like seriously, if our end game is to be the most popular and make a ton of money, we are not finding our fantastic, and you're going to get to the end of your road and be miserable, or midway through and realize it was all a lie and we never should have done it. Seriously. And then when it comes to social media, so many people out there judge other people based on their popularity, money, and social media. I know of so many people where they'll check out the person's Instagram followers or Facebook followers and fans, be like, oh my God, they've got tens of thousands. They must be a better person than so-and-so. Therefore, I'm going to pay them more attention or value their opinion more. I got a question for you. When you do that, do you realize that you're judging that person's soul based on another person's social media followers? You're literally judging that person's entire being and putting them against another person's social media platform. You didn't even give them a chance. You didn't even actually stop to look at the person whose social media following is so big and think, okay, what kind of person are they? Because FYI, you can buy a lot of that stuff. So the fact that they have tens of thousands of followers doesn't mean jack. Also, here's another question for you. Would you prefer to sit down with a billionaire or sit down with your best friend? Okay, same scenario, you go out for a nice glass of bourbon on the rocks with some french fries on the side. You can sit down with a billionaire or sit down with your best friend. Now, a lot of you are going to say, oh, Colleen, of course I would sit down with my BFF. We had some french fries and bourbon. Of course we would. Okay, well, if that's the case, then when you meet people and you have a person in front of you who is a rich business person, and then a person in front of you who you don't really know that much about, they're not a business owner and they're not super rich, so you know that, and you automatically lean towards the rich business owner because why? Because they're a rich business owner? Get to know both. Because guess what? Maybe that person over there who's not yet a rich business owner is going to be one. But then again, if the end game isn't money, what's the point? What's the point of basing somebody's soul off how much money and followers and popularity they have? Don't judge people. Like if you would sell your soul for social media, that's your choice, okay? That is 100% your choice. But do not judge other people based off their social media. And I love social media. Like I said, that's my platform to do this whole thing. But I'm not going to judge people. I'm not going to judge people based off their social media. I will go into a room. I don't know if anybody here has seen Black Mirror. That show, that one with Ron Howard's little redhead daughter, who I love. And they were like, you judge people based on, their social media. And like, you want to befriend the people who have a lot of followers and stay away from the people who don't have a lot of followers. But in reality, they both have a soul and they're both good or bad people. They're both people to get to know. It just really makes me mad when people judge people based off their money or popularity. Don't do it. It's not okay. And you make somebody feel terrible. So if you want to sell your soul for that, fine. But don't judge other people's soul on their social media. Don't judge other people's value or self-worth based on their social media. Give them a chance. Or if you think, oh my God, they can't benefit me at all. Like, stop befriending people because you don't think that they can benefit you. Do you realize that in life, at the end of the day, The most important and hardest thing to have is somebody to be able to send a text to, I need help, can you be here now? And that person will actually come, no questions asked. Or I need this done and I need it now. That person comes, no questions asked. That's called a true, authentic friend. Do you realize how rare that is? It is so rare to have. And if you go around basing your friends and your connections and your network based off people because of their social media, popularity, and finances, I doubt you will ever find that one person who gets it at the end of the day, who will pack everything up and come see you in a heartbeat, who will take care of you, who will go to extra mile. I mean, maybe you will. I don't know. Ellen DeGeneres is rich and popular and she goes out of her way. I love her for that. But all I'm saying is, don't you go around looking at that. I'm not going to go around looking at that. I used to be that way, and I still sometimes am that way. Like, I would like to think if a celebrity walked in, I wouldn't go goo goo gaga over him because let's face it, I don't know him. I don't know you. If you're in a room as a celebrity and I'm in a room with my best friend, I think I should hang out with my best friend, right? Anyways, that's what we got for the podcast today. Share it. Please post about it. Please subscribe, follow, because yeah, it helps your girl, okay? I mean, it just helps me. I know I just did a podcast all about don't judge people off their social media following, but if you could give it a thumbs up, that'd be great. I gotta go. This has been too long. We're at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Have a great day. Goodbye.